Hello everybody, welcome back to the week of Rougelikes. Today we're going to be looking at Crypt and NecroDancer after looking at FTL yesterday. Crypt and NecroDancer is a very interesting game with a mix of roguelike and rhythm game. So you can see at the bottom there we have the heart that's beating and we have the bars moving forward. That signifies when we can actually move around in the dungeon. All the enemies are tied to this rhythm meter as well, and as the game goes on it'll get more and more frantic depending on the song that's playing in the background. You can also upload custom music, but I've never actually tried it, so I can't actually comment on it myself. So, I've reset my save file.
If I'm gonna survive this, I'll have to remember what Uncle Eli taught me.
Apparently, there's a main character. Her name is Candace.
Every opponent has a predictable pattern, he said. Learn that pattern and you won't suffer so much as a scratch.
She also likes to talk a lot, apparently, in the tutorial. It's been a lot since I've done the tutorial. So I have a key, we can open the chest with it, and we have a dagger. I didn't realize how much she actually, talked during the tutorial. Also, you can see here, we can't just spam it, because you can see there's a lot of misses coming up there. So that means we're not going to move at all. But also, every time you miss, an enemy moves. So as you can see, the enemies are also tied to the rhythm.
That green guy didn't move at all, and this blue one just moves up and then down, so if I attack him from the side, I'll never get hurt.
So yeah, as Candace was saying there, enemies move kind of on their own particular... I just bugged my combo.
A broadsword, not as sharp as I'm used to, but I bet it can still take out 3 enemies in one shot.
Candace, honey, I'm going to be honest here. You're talking a bit much, and it's distracting me from the overall... I really need to stop using my coin multiplier.
Looks like those skeletons put their hands in the air when they're about to jump. If I'm in the way when they move, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, so apparently this game has voice acting. It's been too long since I've done the tutorial. I really need to stop using my coin multiplier. I'm used to the other songs and the levels, but at the same time, I'm apparently very bad at the tutorial song. Right, so I'm gonna pause so I can explain what I was actually trying to say. It's a mix of a roguelike and rhythm game, where everything moves on beat to the rhythm, including the enemies. So, and as Candace was rudely interrupting me every time I tried to bring it up, enemies also have movement patterns that follow along to the music themselves. So now we're in the I think it's actually just called World 1. We have, a dagger and a shovel. We can actually throw the dagger if we wanted to. We can also dig out dirt with our hammer. That is a slowdown button, so if we step on that button, the actual rhythm of the song will slow down. We also just got a, what was that, oh my lord, a phasing dagger, so that's actually an upgrade to our basic dagger, that actually does 2 damage instead. These gold walls indicate where a shopkeeper is, and the shopkeeper is something special. Because the good thing about the shopkeeper, oh my god, that's a demon shopkeeper, isn't it? Or am I just very unlucky? No, okay, apparently if you turn the setting off for show hearts, it also shows the shopkeeper in general. That's weird, now I didn't have the setting on before. As you can see, the shopkeeper cell, and we have our gold that we get from beating enemies. One tip that I always like to do whenever I actually play the game is bomb one of the corners of the shop room. Although the shopkeepers think that I was song, I don't remember now that. But all these gold blocks contain money in them, so you can actually just let you buy things a bit easier. We want to buy the golden key because that's how you unlock extra things inside of in kind of like the hub world. So basically, in this level somewhere, we'll find somebody locked up in a cage, and we need that golden key to actually get them out of the golden cage. And we know these enemies through the walls here. Wow, that's a lot of bats. Unfortunately, I am very bad at figuring out how bats move, so I kind of just swing and pray for them. Those are the only enemies in the game that I actually throw away, unfortunately, which is quite weird. The monkeys are going to try and jump onto you. The blue slime obviously just moves them down. Water is quite interesting because if you jump in, you're stuck in it for a beat, so as you can see, we have to jump out when the actual beat comes up for it. Fortunately, though, it's not that hard to do. There's the first person in the cage. So we can just come down here, get him out, and now he'll be in the lobby when we actually end our run in some capacity. So whether we die or whether we actually beat the boss of World 1, which can be a number of things. Hopefully we'll see the one boss time. That is a loud dragon, my lord. The sound is quite loud for me over here, so that kind of scared the crap out of me. I'm actually just gonna... Audio options, let's just turn sound down a bit there. There we go. I would like to actually have my earlobes, not my earlobes, my eardrums by the end of this video. So I'm gonna be honest though, that dragon scared the crap out of me because the sound was just really loud in my ear. That's also the end of it, the first kind of level. There are 4 levels in World, 3 actual levels and a boss. This is level 2, different soundtrack per level of course, which is it. Unfortunately the monkey did get on us. We got a temporary shield spell, so that just lets us, so when we press up and left at the same time, then we'll activate the temporary shield spell. We can also throw our dagger, but it's really not recommended. I did not mean to do that. Poor thing. So a crack rock indicates, also here's the golden key. So a crack rock indicates that if we blow it up, we'll get a portal, and we can go to this glass vendor in this case. There's actually a bunch of things that can go. We already missed the beat, so we were trying to stop it. So we can get a glass weapon. Glass weapons are special because if you get hit with them, there's a chance that your weapon could actually break and you get stuck with a glass shark instead. That's how we just rescued the little witch lady here. I know for a fact that the kind of yellow slime there, whatever, yellow-orange, I need to stop jumping into enemies. Yeah, they move in a square pattern opposed to the blue ones, up and down pattern. Which is very good to know. Every enemy actually has their own unique pattern, including bosses, which is quite interesting. Well, bosses are, they're not exactly, also we need a bomb to get into that shop. I don't believe there's anything else in there. There's something for 125 in there. I wonder what that is. Probably some sort of sword. I think I saw hills in there. Yeah, NecroDancer is a really interesting game because it requires a lot more, I would say patience, but at the same time, I have no idea where to go. Where do we have to go? Might as well, when you don't, oh, there's the boss of this level. Ow! I died because I fucked up. That happens a lot when I'm bad at Crypt and NecroDancer. Anyway, we're in the lobby now. This is the lobby. So these are the... Actually, no, you're there. You're always here. Who's not always here?
Hello.
You're the person we rescued on the last floor. We actually gathered diamonds while in the mission. Or not in the mission, while in the actual zones themselves. We can actually spend them here in a myriad of ways.
Hi.
This guy will sell you weapons that will appear in chests, so he'll send you RNG drops. He'll let us train against enemies, so if we go down into this area, we can actually fight, say, a ghost. There, we just fought a ghost, and now it's continuously spawn ghosts. And we just leave at any time, and in this room over here, that's the person that you fight bosses, but it's not that room for him. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to just buy a new heart container, and I'm going to buy one red chest for everyone, because those are both very useful. And we're going to try again at Zone 1. We got selected the first area in Zone 1. I really need to stop missing these beats. I might have to do the latency test, because there's a latency calibrator that actually is built into the game. In this hour, I'm just not used to talking about playing Crypt and NecroDancer, so I'm not used to the added pressure. You can also tell when there's a small room in here like this, when you can, oh god, it's him again. On the bright side, he's pretty easy to get around. Oh god. My keyboard. I would say it's my keyboard's fault, clearly. No, that's just me being... Okay, I am getting annoyed at the fact that I'm missing beats that apparently... You can hear me clicking them, right? I'm just gonna watch the bottom of the screen for a moment and just make sure that I'm not missing very easy beats. Alright, I think we're good. I've moved to a two-hand system on the keyboard here. I want to go find the shop because we haven't found... Okay, game, please. I'm getting very annoyed though at the well, not very annoyed, but you know what I mean. I'm getting annoyed at the fact that I am apparently missing the easy beats. Yeah, I want to find the shop because we have a fair bit of money. Make sure you don't jump at the skeletons when they're about to jump at you. Don't want to jump in there. Actually, if I did that, I might get an achievement, which is fun eventually. But cannot be bothered right now. So, because one of the achievements is to die to one of those green slimes, which is incredibly hard to do, by the way. So yeah, unfortunately no shop down there, but we do have a broadsword now, which is quite nice. That's gonna make our lives a lot easier when it comes to actually swinging at enemies. Also, you don't move if you can swing at enemies. So if you have an attack on an enemy, the game will prioritize attacking instead of moving. It's a good old shopkeeper. What do you got? A dagger of frost, freezes enemies, kills frozen enemies, piercing. We can buy an apple, which will restore our health, and we can buy a chest. I'm gonna buy the apple because I like the apple. Give us a chest. Horizontal fire blast, not that good. Can we pick it up with the apple? No, we have to have the apple. But since we're gonna, well, might as well take the horizontal fire blast and then get the fire scroll. Goodbye, shopkeeper. I'll see you next floor. Now we're just gonna make our way down. Okay, let's not go in that room. Those are trapdoors, by the way. If you fall down them, you get brought to the next zone. But you have to kind of fight your way out of a small little mob room, for instance. Quite small, by the way, and has some, usually I think it's usually enemies that pertain to that area, but sometimes it can actually be bigger enemies from later zones that you haven't actually got to yet. So be careful of trapdoors. And fortunately, we actually made it down to the next floor. So hopefully I'll have better luck actually beating the zone. I skipped the beat by accident because I just apparently didn't hit it. That was actually my fuck up. 1+ storage, which is quite nice. Weight items if you're lucky. That's gambling. Oh, that was very lucky. I barely just got away from that. Sell one of your items. So this is actually an area we can sell one of our items at. I can't be bothered to sell one of my items here, I'll be honest. So what I'm going to do is, my plan usually in any run is to try and locate objectives first. So basically where the boss is and where the shop is. Probably try and find some diamonds in the run if I can. Diamonds you can usually tell because they're usually leave a little blue glint in the wall. By the way, best way to do it is just go right up to them because they won't attack you unless you're looking at them. They'll go right up to them and just turn around on them. Horizontal Fire Blast, make sure you got a spell for that, apparently. So you see on the right there, if we do up right, we'll do the Horizontal Fire Blast. But now we need to actually get 10 kills with our weapon, otherwise it's going to cost us half a heart to use the spell again. That's pretty much the case for every spell in the game. Is this an area up here? Ah, here's the shop. I thought I heard the shopkeeper singing in the background. Ah, unfortunately don't have a key. Not a key, a bomb, so we actually unfortunately can't get into that room. So I guess we're just gonna either hope we find a bomb or just go on to the next one, which is more likely than finding a bomb. First floors aren't actually too bad. Unfortunately, the music does get repetitive. Oh, wow. There's just an apple in that crate. Well, I was lucky. I didn't know that you could... Oh, God. I didn't know that you could find apples in those crates, which is actually quite useful to know. Oh, my lord. What is going on in this clusterfuck? There we go. That was slightly worrying for a moment. I do hope that I don't miss my beats on the boss. Alright, level 3 of World 1. So, not too bad. We actually have 2 diamonds. Where do we get the 2 diamonds from? Ah, now we have purple or blue skeletons. That was my fuck up for going in there. Fortunately, there we go. Fortunately, skeleton's not entirely hard to deal with. I apparently accidentally activated Fireball. That was my fuck up. Oh, I activated my Fireball scroll. Oh, I see. Let's make sure that we don't accidentally get hit by the... That was kind of a tricky hallway there because there was a ghost and a skeleton, so you're gonna time it right there. I'm actually just gonna... Yeah, go. I wanted to just use that. There's actually a diamond here. We have to buy the golden key, so we need to get into the shop in order to rescue this person. Oh, I can't even tell who that is from the chat, sadly. I want to just knock his head off because he's low enough. Is that Bat the boss? I think that Bat's the boss. Unfortunately, I'm taking a bit of damage here. Giantism scroll. That's gonna be fun to use if I can. Ah, there's the boss. Fortunately, with the broadsword, we can actually swing through walls. Oh, we want to be careful of the monkey, though. The monkey is gonna be... Yep, I am dead because I fucked up going near the monkey. That's unfortunate. We can actually just... we'll return to lobby because we have new things to buy, so we can actually buy another heart upgrade. Getting heart upgrades as fast as possible, in my opinion, is just the best thing you can do. We also put spears in the shop, because spears are quite useful. They're basically long-range weapons that let you attack from 2 tiles away. We'll have another go, because the game's quite fun. But I don't expect, FTL level runs here where I'm gonna actually get to the final boss. No. You don't understand. I am very bad at Crypt and NecroDancer. And apparently worse than I thought I was. Because apparently I'm missing beats like no tomorrow. Ah, there, see, now we got a spear, so we actually can attack them from 2 tiles away. I do feel a bit cheated, though, by the amount of beats I am missing. 1 plus storage. How much? We have 5. Might as well take the backpack now because it's going to be useful. We do have a bomb. I want to save it because it just gives me the bomb into the shop on the 3rd floor, if anything. To get the key. I don't know why I go in there because I don't have enough money anyway. I don't know why I dug through that area. There's an item you can get, I think it's called a miner's hat, that basically digs while you move, so if you move down a tile, any blocks next to that tile will actually get dug out as well. So it's actually quite a little handy item to get, if you can get it. I think you do have to buy it from the store, though. Want to knock him out from a distance, take him out, take the zombie out. Don't go down there because there's a little up arrow that if you step on it, you'll actually get boosted up, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. It hasn't boosted us into anything bad. Yes. Sometimes there'll be a really just bad placement of items. Where things will essentially just be all in the wrong places. So you'll jump on an up tile because you try to dodge an enemy. Got 4 kills, 1 plus visionary, which is quite nice. But you'll jump on a tile because you try to dodge an enemy, and then you'll just get thrown into a spike trap or a trap door. And nobody likes being thrown into a spike trap or a trap door. Why don't you jump out of the way of this dragon? There we go. He moves every second beat. There's an enemy in the second zone that actually moves every 4 feet, but has a lot of health, so that's going to be fun when you eventually get there at home. Alright. Stage 2. Ooh. I just saw some enemies in the, ooh, there's a bomb in there. Yeah, in the water over here. Ooh, 3 bombs. That's actually good for us. I want to just take out this bat now. Make sure that he doesn't become an issue. Knock out that guy from a distance now because it can. Bats, of course, floating don't actually get affected by these little spike traps here. What do we have down here? I want to get rid of the skeleton right away because I don't want to deal with one. Knock this poor guy out being separated from his colleagues by water. And I want the money, I might as well grab it. Try and find the shop. Hopefully we'll actually be able to get into the shop this time. Oop. So we have a giant fat boss for this one. If he'll ever like to reveal himself. There we go. Sometimes the bosses do kind of try and run away from you. Not all of them just kind of charge you. Like the Minotaur and the dragon. But actually in the world too, you can get a red dragon that shoots fires at you. So that's always fun to find. Hello, Mimic. Oh, they actually give you a protector trap. This is the glass altar, so it turns one of your items to glass. Actually, just all your items to glass. Which is actually quite... Oh, look, there's minus cap I was talking about. Move, let's dig. See, I wasn't lying. Cheaper shops. Wait, let's check out that first. Might as well take the titanium shovel while I'm here. Sorry, I love listening to the shopkeeper sing. It's just really relaxing. Because he has a really nice voice. Alright, stage 3. We'll actually be able to beat level 1 this time. Or world 1. Straight into the shop as well. Buy the golden key. Look how expensive that key is, though. I apparently skipped a beat. The right thing, we're going to just pick up all of this money. I still can't afford the golden key. That's really depressing. We want to buy that key as well. That's what cheaper... Well, maybe that's just not affected by cheaper shops. I'll just pick this up. There we go. Now we can go back and buy the golden key. Do not want to step on that trapdoor, even though I believe it'll take us to the boss room, but I can't remember what happens if you take a trapdoor to a boss room. I think you still have to fight the little room full of enemies anyway, but I think you don't actually have to fight the boss until after you fight the room of enemies. So it can be a bit more dangerous. Ah, more bombs as well, which is quite nice. Got no chest here. What's in this one? Ooh, a titanium broadsword. You know what? I'm actually digging the spear though, because it's a lot more of a safety item. Ooh, more of those spears. I want to just skip that beat. Ooh, this is ooh, tough situation I'm in. I want this Minotaur thing to charge me. There we go. Pick him out. That was almost a risky situation there. There we go. Actually got rid of the main risk there. Still need to find the person in the cage on this floor, but we have the key at least, so once we do... we step on that foot, it's gonna put a bomb down, so we're gonna have to kind of run away from that. Unfortunately, if I could not miss beats, that would be just divine. There we go. Take him out. Take this boss out. I'm trying to think, what boss can we end up fighting that where I would want a broadsword over a lance? One of the bosses in particular that I actually want us to fight would be better with a broadsword, but at the same time... there we go. Yeah, we'll take the broadsword just in case. As good as the spear is. Knowing my luck though, I'll get, like, a boss that's not good with the broadsword. I'm just gonna happen now. Oh yeah, Coral Rift's not bad. Also, each boss has their own special music theme, so I'm just gonna let this play out for it because all boss themes are very good. Yeah, as I was saying though, all the boss themes are very good, and each boss is actually unique in how it works. So for example, Coral Rift sends his little armada of musical instruments at you, and if you attack him, he kind of warps away. Fortunately though, Coral Rift is also one of the easiest bosses in the game. Oh, he actually attacks around him. Didn't know that. I actually got 5+ times for beating him, and now once we go in this little area, we'll get a nice little cutscene, because there's actually a story involved in this game.
Dad was always coming and going on his adventures, but this time he seemed more excited. He said he'd found it, some great treasure.
When I was older, I found the notes he left behind. Directions to a graveyard.
Uncle Eli tried to stop me, but Dad had been gone for 2 years. I had to find him.
And that's the little beginning of the actual story of Crypt the NecroDancer, because it does have a story, which is quite nice.
New character unlocked.
It also does a Smash Bros. Style intro for when you ever unlock a character, which I always love. We also unlocked Eli, so we actually unlocked a new character. And this is actually the boss master here. So we go in here, we can actually see what bosses we have to fight. So the bosses that we have currently unlocked are Deep Blues, King Conga, Death Metal, and Coral Rift. King Conga being the actual best boss in the game. So I'm actually gonna end this video off by fighting King Conga. If anything though, just for his theme. As I would like to unlock King Conga. And why I love King Conga is mostly because his music is amazing, but the actual boss is great. Because you fight conga lines of zombies. And also almost died to the conga lines of zombies. Fortunately, King Conga himself isn't actually that hard. But his song is really interesting because rhythm-wise, it has 8 beats. You have 8 beats, and that's how long you get to move. And then there's a gap in between. So it's really easy to fuck up on King Conga. Also, the boss fights just restarts if you actually don't beat them. But that's why I love King Conga, in my opinion. My favorite boss, to be honest. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, everybody. This has been Crypt the NecroDancer, so I wanted to show it off a bit. Unfortunately, unlike FTL, it's not as easy to kind of, go through the entire game in a single run, unless you're doing all zones mode, but I'm actually not good enough to to beat the final zone, so it's just a fact of life. I'm not good enough at Crypt the NecroDancer, so zone 1 will be enough, because I don't want to further embarrass myself as much as I already have during this, episode. Anyways, thanks for watching. This has been day 2 of Week of the Rougelikes for Crypt the NecroDancer. Join us tomorrow when we look at another fascinating roguelike in my collection. Thanks for watching.